Biggie Smalls, known as the Notorious B.I.G., was a figure in hip-hop in the 1990s and was renowned globally as one of the most legendary rappers to ever walk on the mic. With Diddy, the rapper, real name Christopher Wallace, became the world's highest-grossing and best-selling hip-hop artist as part of Bad Boy Entertainment. Despite his record-breaking success, he found himself at the center of a bitter dispute that would ultimately lead to his untimely death. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at He's a Traitor. Ex-Bodyguard reveals why Biggie hated Snoop Dogg. Yeah, you heard it right. In the dispute between Death Row and Bad Boy, a misunderstanding between Biggie Smalls and Tupac escalated into a catastrophic, gruesome horror show bigger than the music. Death Row, the label represented by Tupac, has been home to several artists like Dr. Dre, Nate Dogg, and the iconic Snoop Dogg. Although being part of the Death Row family, Snoop Dogg has always proclaimed his admiration for Biggie Smalls and Bad Boy Entertainment. Even in the 90s, he always maintained that he had respect for Biggie Smalls, and on one occasion, during an interview with Angie Martinez, he even declared that he wanted to perform a song with Wallace. Since then, Snoop Dogg has often said that he and Biggie Smalls have always been cordial and close. Yet, in an interview with the Art of Language podcast, Diddy's longtime security Gene Deal stated that Biggie Smalls genuinely disliked Snoop Dogg and never had any regard for him. Although it is known that both Snoop Dogg and Biggie Smalls met in Atlanta following Tupac's death in 1996 to sort out all the difficulties. For Gene Deal, this rendezvous was useless and absolutely inappropriate. Deal explained how Wallace showed his true feelings for Snoop through his actions. Lil C said that they were in Cali for 2 months. What picture did you see of Snoop and Big when they were out there? In which restaurant did they meet? If they got together and smoke, Big likes to smoke, and Snoop likes to smoke. When did Snoop come into the studio and smoke an L with him? He went on to detail Biggie's feelings. Let's keep the money. Biggie came into the studio and said, "Why does this guy Snoop keep calling me? I'm not telling that guy where I am." According to Gene Deal, Biggie Smalls didn't trust Snoop Dogg, and the two rappers had no friendship whatsoever before his murder in 1997. Snoop Dogg mentioned earlier this year that he and Wallace are good friends, and in an interview with the Drink Champs podcast, he revealed that his children and Diddy's children had been great friends since the age of 7. Snoop will continue to state the truth, which is that he and Biggie Smalls were buddies until his death, regardless of what Gene Deal says. Lil Cease, a former member of Junior Mafia, has supported Snoop's accounts of the events. Therefore, the truth will stay unclear. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has cast doubt on Snoop Dogg's story of this relationship with Biggie Smalls. In a recent interview with The Art of Conversation, Deal publicly questioned why Snoop's purportedly close relationships with Biggie and Tupac were not apparent to the public prior to the deaths of either musician. That's something that sounds good for the media. He said of the West Coast legend's past accounts of his friendship with the two rivals. You know, I'm the peacemaker. I'm the one that's showing love. I'm the one that's out here when everybody else is dead, wishing that I could have did something to put the shit together. It wasn't all that love until Tupac was dead. Deal continued. Wasn't Big out in California 3-4 weeks and Snoop never saw him? Snoop never came and smoked nothing with him. Snoop never came and ate nothing with him. But it was a lot of love? Come on, man. In the years since the Notorious B.I.G.'s death in 1997, Snoop Dogg has spoken about his admiration for the Brooklyn icon on a number of occasions. During one interview with the Rap Raider podcast in 2018, the Dogfather even recounted a moment they shared after Tupac's death, during which Biggie revealed how much he was impacted by his former friend's death. The conversation took place after a shooting incident at the Dog Pound's video for NYNY, which was filmed in Brooklyn. Snoop recounted that while Biggie felt he was responsible for the incident, he and his crew never took action due to the existing East Coast and West Coast tensions. Sometime after Pac's death, however, he ran into Biggie in Atlanta, and the two came to an understanding. "It's just me and him, one-on-one," Snoop Dogg recalled, and he gave me the rundown about how much he loved Tupac, and he didn't want to see Cuz die. And a lot of shit that he said and did, he was wrong for. He was just apologizing like a man to me, just getting an understanding on what he did, because I never tripped on him for what he did. He continued, "That was a Dog Pound video, that wasn't a Tupac video, and we got shot at, and the direct shot came from him, but nobody got hit, so we let it go. So with him apologizing to me, we became friends again." Asked to corroborate whether that conversation in Atlanta took place, Gene Deal said that he wasn't there and therefore couldn't confirm whether or not it happened. However, he said that the fact that Snoop Dogg claimed to have spent time with Big in another city when he never saw him in Los Angeles was suspicious too. "I can see you in Atlanta," Deal said, "but I can't see you in California, in my hometown? Huh? I'm so gangsta, I can come to your hotel room by myself in Atlanta, but in California, I can't come and see you? Alright." Snoop Dogg isn't the only hip-hop OG who Deal called out during his chat with The Art of Dialogue. During a separate snippet of the interview published last week, Deal once again dispelled the long-standing rumors that Diddy's then bodyguard Wolf, who has since passed away, killed Big Jake, who was a close friend and bodyguard of Suge Knight's. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.